Taking 6 points off of Getafe isn't for everyone. Certain teams came to this ground and left with a draw or a loss. Put the 3 points in the bag. We just went into the home of Al Qaeda with the backups and got the dub. The way that certain people were sucking off Getafe before this match, you would have thought that we were playing some big boy team. You would have thought that this was prime Barcelona or prime Man City, Bayern, Inter Milan. They're shit. They're in the bottom half of the table. But yet everybody was making it seem like Real Madrid fans should be scared of going to their ground. We went there and snatched their chain. Those terrorists were not here to play football today with that 5-4-1. These guys were trying to stink it up to leave here with something, and they left with nothing. Hold that. For everybody that was in my comment section telling me to not feel confident against Getafe. But enough of me being shameless, because even though I am happy with the 3 points, I'm not happy with the performance that I saw today. We were very mid. I think it's a tale of two halves, because the opening 45 minutes, we played really well, especially in possession. But in the second half of this game, we were shit. We did nothing for the last 45 minutes. And to be very honest, we are lucky that we're leaving here with a win, because Getafe had a couple of chances throughout this match where the game could have ended in a draw. But I would say that if Endrick was able to finish his damn dinner, we could have had a 2-0 lead heading into the second half. We could have had more of a cushion to play with, because we did get away with it, right? Getafe missed a really big chance. But and Thibaut Courtois also made some good saves. But I want to know what you guys are saying for this match. Get in the comment section and let me know. Getafe 0, Real Madrid 1. Now, to speak on some positives before I start ripping into this performance. Arda Guler, man of the match. What a goal. From out of nowhere, outside the box, goes near post, takes it very well. Arda Guler is a very special player. And I think that Carlo Ancelotti has wasted him this season, right? There's no reason that Arda has not gotten more minutes this season. You can see the talent that he has. You can see how good his hold-up play is, how well he does in the build-up for a lot of our dangerous chances. I expect Arda to get a lot more minutes moving forward. You cannot keep wasting him on the bench. The second positive is that we kept a clean sheet. We don't really get to say that often, but back-to-back clean sheets, right? Bilbao didn't score, and now Getafe didn't. So that's a good thing as well. And then the most obvious positive is that we did leave here with 3 points. All these games that are left in La Liga are must-wins. We have to treat them like cup finals, because even though we're still 4 points off of Barcelona, we have to capitalize if they drop points. There's a lot of games left. Who knows what will happen in the next few weeks? They got to worry about Inter while also trying to fend us off. So with us getting this win, we're still showing some signs of life in this title race. We're not dead yet. And we have to keep winning, because imagine if we drop points, and then imagine if Barcelona dropped points in multiple games, and then we weren't there to capitalize. That would be catastrophic. So at this stage of the season, in the situation that we're in, where we messed up, and now we find ourselves 4 points behind Barca, we gotta be able to string together wins. Like, that's just what it is at this point in time. Like, the 3 points matters more than the performance. But let's get into what we saw throughout these 96 minutes, because first half, I thought we played really good. I actually liked the starting 11 that Carlo went with, right? We have a big game in a few days in the Copa del Rey final, and I like the fact that Carlo rotated. I like the fact that he didn't show Getafe too much respect. We are Real Madrid. Getafe are sitting in the bottom half of the table. They're not a club that we should be having to worry about and be playing all of our best players. This is a game that we should be able to rotate, especially if we have a big game coming up in a few days. Especially when you want to consider that Barcelona have had an extra day of rest because they played the day before. So, yeah, I like the 11. I like that Endrick got a start. I like that Arda and Brahim were out there as well, right? With Lucas Vazquez and Fran Garcia and David Alaba. I liked all that. And I think in the first half, it was working. We were dominating possession. We were dictating the tempo. We had chances. We should have left that first half with 2 goals. How Endrick did not score. You got to do better. The build-up to it was really nice as well. But I got to give Getafe's goalkeeper some credit. He made some big saves today. Thibaut Courtois also made some big saves. Getafe, throughout this match, they had chances, especially when they crossed the ball into the box. I don't know why our defenders do not know how to win aerial duels. It's like every single time a ball gets crossed in, you would think this is the first time that one of our defenders has had to deal with this kind of situation. I think Getafe, if they would have just whipped the ball into the box, if they would have just spammed more crosses in, they probably would have left this game with something. They also had a very big chance in the second half that we caught life from because it just went wide. But I just think that the second half is a little bit concerning, right? The only positive that I can talk about for the second half of this match was Camavinga, right? Camavinga got subbed on, and I think that he played very well. But then he got injured at the end of the game. And that could be a big blow for us because Camavinga's form has been turning around. So we're going to have to keep an eye on that because Camavinga has been cooking lately. His ball progression is a joke. Yo, Camavinga is one of the best ball carriers in world football. Like, what a talented player he is. And when he's finding his form, once again this season, the guy gets injured. He's been having a very bad season by his standards. His performances in general have been mid, and then he's been injured. So it's like he hasn't really been able to progress as a player. I think looking at the players that were out there, Vinicius was solid today, a little bit wasteful, right? We had a few chances that I think he could have made some better decisions in, but not bad, right? I think, who else? Arda, man of the match. I think Endrick was pretty mid. I think out of all of our players that started, Endrick was probably the weak link today. And I don't think Endrick was bad, but again, you have to finish your chances, right? And he was also getting bodied to start off this game. Like, this guy was on the floor in the opening 10 minutes like 5 times. The Getafe defenders, they definitely targeted Endrick. And they were playing rough, maybe a little bit dirty to start off this game. But I just thought Endrick didn't do a good job of handling the physicality. I thought he did some good things in terms of making runs in behind, right? I thought that he did a good job in some of the build-up. And, you know, obviously he's still a young player, still trying to find his rhythm. It's only his first season, and I'm glad that he got the start today. I think Brahim Diaz, solid, right? Was doing really well with the hold-up. I think he was on the wings causing some problems. I think Fran Garcia, decent. Lucas Vazquez today was good. That one run that he made where he was cooking that Getafe back line. Lucas Vazquez had a solid match. The back line, Alaba got injured, right? Was taken off at halftime. And then Raul Asensio was decent. I think Thibaut Courtois made some big saves. As always, very reliable. Second half goes downhill from there. We did nothing in that second half. I don't think that we even had a good chance in the second half. There was like a little 10-minute spell where Getafe looked like the better team. Getafe were pressing us. We couldn't keep the ball. They were in the final third. They were looking dangerous. They had chances. The crossing into the box was hurting us. It's like we cannot mark the attackers. It's like we can't jump. Why are we so shit when the ball is in the air? It makes no sense. I just find it annoying because Barcelona, when they played against Mallorca, and obviously we're not as good as they are this season, right? Their tactics are completely different to what we do. But they also went against a team that set up in a 5-4-1. And look at how they absolutely cooked Mallorca for that entire match. We let a team that wasn't even trying to score. Again, you're not going to line up in a 5-4-1 and then tell me that you're trying to score. You're clearly trying to just soak up pressure and hit teams on the counter with that haram formation. But we let these guys in that formation create chances. We let them move to us. That is jarring. I thought after that opening 45 minutes that we were in for a big second half. I thought we were going to cook them. But it's like none of that momentum in the opening 45 carried over into the next. I don't get it. Like, what is wrong with these players? Why can we not put together a good 90 minutes? Why is it either a bad performance or just one half where we look decent in? It makes no sense. It's actually really jarring. It's pissing me off now that I'm thinking about it. But, look, very mid. We're lucky to leave here with these 3 points. I want to know what you guys are saying for this game, right? Do you agree with my analysis? I think Carlos subs, I didn't agree with Endrick being taken off, and I didn't agree with Arda being taken off. I think they should have played the 90 minutes. But the only sub that made an impact was Camavinga, who got brought on at halftime. Jude, Rodrigo, Ceballos did nothing. I mean, they didn't really get a lot of time, but there wasn't any impact. I feel like most of that second half was spent chasing the ball, running after the Getafe players. We had possession, but we were doing nothing with it. So it is what it is, right? Let's see the momentum that this carries us into with this Copa del Rey final. But looking at the La Liga table, as I said, the 3 points is really all that matters, right? I mean, it's the business end of the season. And if we would have dropped points today, then we would have been cooked, right? You might as well just ended the season now. Because effectively, we would have had nothing else to play for aside from that Copa del Rey final. So, I mean, look, let me show you guys this table right now. Here it is, right? We're 4 points off of Barcelona. We're on 72 points. They're on 76. We got a crucial win, right? What is that? 66 goals scored, 31 conceded. I mean, look, it looks good on paper. But if you've been watching us for a majority of this season, then you know that it's not been all that. So, again, let me know what you guys are saying for this match, right? Get in the comment section, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, turn on those post notifications, and join the Discord. The link is pinned down below. Big 3 points. We got to hopefully continue the winning form that we've been on the last few games. Holla Madrid!